What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Marvel's future and Phase 4. So, we've got some really interesting stories to go over in this video. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the content. So we're giving away Captain Marvel Blu-ray or DVD platform if people still use that, or 4K Ultra HD, which tends to be the most popular one after the Blu-ray. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel and let me know down below, what are you most excited for in Phase 4? So it is official, it is breaking news, or at least it was a few weeks ago, when Deadline reported that yes, Marvel Studios will finally be returning to Hall H at San Diego Comic-Con in just over 2 weeks' time. So Deadline reported a few weeks ago that Marvel Studios will be returning to San Diego Comic-Con, with details being very scarce on exactly what they'll be bringing. Will it be the Phase 4 slate? Question mark, guys. Let me know down below. Will they focus on the Disney Plus streaming service? Big questions. No one knows what's going to drop. Everyone's insinuating we're going to get that Phase 4 slate, but they've got their own Disney 23 event coming the month after, so no one really knows. Or will they just avoid San Diego Comic-Con and just give us a little bit of info about the Black Widow movie and clickbait everyone into thinking that everyone thinking is the Phase 4 slate's coming at San Diego Comic-Con, when realistically, Kevin Feige might not even reveal anything. Now, at the moment, there's no exact information about the Hall H regarding to Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Marvel Studios, but there are lots of details for Marvel games about the Iron Man VR game, the Ultimate Alliance 3, which is literally coming out a few days after Comic-Con in 2 weeks, which is going to be great, and the Marvel Avengers will be getting a new trailer there, which quite possibly could be what the E3 press was shown in LA a few weeks ago, so it might not be physically new, but let's be honest, guys, the potato version that hit the internet wasn't very impressive, just because the quality was like 240p, if you get what I'm saying. So also in the news, Tom Hiddleston, who I recently seen in a concert or play, I guess you could say, in London called Betrayal, very good. We also had the main star, a Daredevil Netflix show there, pretty cool. That was a pretty cool play, but that's just a side note. Go check it out. Well, you can't because it's gone now pretty much. So Tom Hiddleston has teased information about the up-and-coming Loki TV show, and he said this is very particular. It's very meaningful what he said. A new departure from Marvel movie. Making an appearance at the recent Shanghai International Film Festival, Tom Hiddleston revealed the official title of his spin-off series to The Hollywood Reporter, whilst adding a cheeky hint at what audiences can expect. All I can tell you is that it is called Loki. He noted, "It is a new departure, but I can't explain why." So if Tom Hiddleston knows about it, I'm presuming either at Disney 23 or at San Diego Comic-Con, we will get some details. Hopefully we do get Loki in it and he isn't just narrating it. So also in the news, Kevin Feige has been speaking about the X-Men and about Shang-Chi, the first Asian superhero movie, and also about Captain Marvel, because as we know, Captain Marvel, she was in EndGame. She was meant to be in Infinity War, but for some reason they cut her scenes. And then she was obviously in her own movie before EndGame came out. So she is going to have 5 more movies, which is standard for someone to get a massive contract when their first movie hits 1 billion plus really easily. It destroyed Wonder Woman. Yes, Wonder Woman. And yes, that was the first female superhero movie. But let's be honest, guys, Captain Marvel trashed that. Oh my god, Warstu, you are such a Marvel fanboy. No, not really. Realistically, it's 50-50 for me, but it is interesting because everyone said that Wonder Woman was so freaking fantastic. Then there's a hate train online right now trying to get Brie Larson cancelled for being Captain Marvel, even though her Blu-ray that's already come out in America, it's not out in my country yet, it's blowing up. Digital sales are great, Blu-ray sales are amazing, so she's gonna be in the MCU for the next 5 to 10 years, like alongside Spider-Man. So Kevin Feige recently had this to say about everything. Kevin, during an exclusive media interactions on the sidelines of promoting Avengers EndGame, had however hinted about the future of Marvel films. Now he plans to make the characters more diverse now that Disney has acquired the rights to Fox and the X-Men from Fox, obviously. Now, what is interesting, guys, is Tom Holland recently said something about diversity, and everyone's saying Spider-Man is going to be gay. No. Even if that was going to happen, it wouldn't really be an issue, but no. They're not going to set up the MJ storyline in Spider-Man 2, then turn him gay. No. He just said there should be more representation, you know, and then people use some YouTubers, etc., some tabloid websites just blow it out of proportion. So Kevin Feige had this to say about the acquisition. After the deal with Fox, which characters are you most looking forward to joining the MCU? And he says this: I am excited about all of them. It's just wonderful when a company like Marvel has access to all of its own characters. When we started Marvel Studios, there were thousands of characters that we were not allowed to touch because they didn't own them. I think we have done pretty well with these characters that we had. But it's nice now that we have more toys in the toy box that the company owns. I have been in Marvel for almost 19 years. My first 7 years at Marvel. Before Marvel Studios, working on X-Men films and Fantastic Four films over at Fox as a very low person in production. But it's fun and emotional to have everything come full circle, which is interesting. So yeah, pretty much confirmed that they know exactly what is going to drop. But Feige has also said that it's going to take at least 5 years for the X-Men to be introduced. Yet everyone is finding Nova kind of X-Men, kind of Fantastic Four Easter eggs all over the place, including in Spider-Man Far From Home. So also he was asked a question about the female superheroes. Let's get into it. So this is a question. Female superheroes are a fairly recent development in Marvel Cinematic Universe. Black Panther and Captain Marvel have done phenomenal business that proves there is an audience we were not looking for, which is interesting. He said this: I think with the success of Captain Marvel, thankfully, proves that people do want to see this. With Wonder Woman, Warner Bros. Did it first and also proved it. And I think Captain Marvel proves that Wonder Woman wasn't just lucky, or was it just a one-off time affair? So that is going to be the way we are heading in the future. We made those films earlier, maybe that would have been big hits as well, but it is hard to argue with the timing because both Black Panther and Captain Marvel worked very well. They both hit over 1 billion at the box office, and Black Panther, although it isn't, the main star isn't female, there really is a lot of females in there with Shuri, etc. Somebody we were promoting Black Panther asked me, why did it take so long to make Black Panther? I was also asked, why didn't you make it at the beginning, 10 years ago, at the beginning of the MCU? I said, there are a lot of reasons, but I'm very glad we didn't, because our director Ryan Coogler would have been in high school. There's been a lot of talk about Marvel's first Asian superhero movie, Shang-Chi. This when Crazy Rich Asians, the first American movie to have an all-Asian cast in 20 years. Surprisingly, didn't do so well in China and some Asian countries. Do you think this is a risk or an opportunity for Marvel? So obviously, we know they are getting ready to make the Shang-Chi movie later this year, and it's going to be pretty damn dope and could introduce the real Mandarin, not the fake Mandarin that we had in Iron Man. So Mr. Kevin Feige responded with this: how many superheroes were there in Crazy Rich Asians? I think every movie we do is a risk. We only want to do movies that people seem to think are risky, but doing this story of Asian American heroes of Chinese heritage is something that is very intriguing to us. We've got the filmmakers started, and I think it will be something very special and very different than anything we've ever done before. And I hope audiences around the world respond to it in the same way they did to Steve Rogers. Whether they have an American flag or not, it's all about individual storylines and an adventure that comes to Marvel Studios. So, as we know, currently the Black Widow movie is shooting. Although Kevin Feige will not confirm this, I mean, it's getting pretty sad now because we know they're shooting it. We're literally seeing daily photos and video clips of Scarlett Johansson, etc. shooting the movie. We've seen the chairs with Black Widow logo on it, so they are shooting it. And we know we are getting the Eternals movie and Shang-Chi movie, although none of these movies are officially confirmed or verified, yet Kevin Feige will answer questions about Shang-Chi, but he won't answer questions about a movie that is currently shooting, which is interesting. So I think this movie is going to be pretty dope. An Asian martial arts superhero Marvel movie that has never been done before. So this isn't really new news, but I thought I'd tag it on to end this video because essentially what we are doing with the videos now, well, some of them are, we are putting together a load of interesting stories and making one big video rather than making 2 to 4 minute 5-minute videos and making like 3-4 videos a day, which is freaking pointless if you ask me. So we're just gonna like produce it in a news sense. So there was a story that ran a while back. I'm not gonna go over the source because I don't want to give them clout, but essentially it just says that Brie Larson signed a 7-picture deal, which literally makes perfect sense, so it's not really news. And it goes on to say that she could appear in the Eternals or the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which could have been part of the deal, and we know she's going to be more cosmic. We know Captain Marvel 2 will be coming, and we know she will be the face of Marvel going forward, as Marvel Studios all of a sudden wants more diversity, not just from a gender point of view, but also a sexual orientation point of view, because now it's been reporting for a while that the Eternals movie will include the LGBT, I hope I said that right, in this movie, which is going to be quite prominent, and also like Tom Holland's comments about more representation, which is fine. It's fine, guys. There's no issue with it as long as it's not like forced upon you, which is interesting. So essentially Captain Marvel's going nowhere. Although she causes controversy without even doing anything, there's always a load of YouTubers or a load of blogging websites saying she's this, saying she's that, yet still the numbers at the box office go crazy. And then there's conspiracy theories that it didn't really hit $1 billion when realistically it did. It went over $1 billion. In fact, it smashed Iron Man 1, Thor 1, so like Captain America first one. So she's crushing it. She's crushing it. All these diversities are crushing it. What will be interesting is, will Black Panther 2 be able to crush it just like Black Panther did? Because what normally happens is the first movie crushes it, the second movie the traffic dies down, and the third movie it either goes up or down. So it's going to be a very interesting next few weeks for Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I'm going to keep you up to date with all the latest and greatest movies. So it is Spider-Man week still, and it's like a celebration in America for 4th of July, which was a few days ago now, which is interesting. So all we've got to do, guys, is wait till San Diego Comic-Con to get some official news. I don't really think Kevin Feige is going to drop anything drastic before then, which is cool. We did a Daredevil Spider-Man potential video that was posted, so if you haven't checked that out, guys, go and check it out right now. I will leave a card somewhere in this video. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.